Good morning, everyone. I am glad everyone could make it. I am Takashi Hida from Brazil. I have no financial interest in the company or the products presented here. I receive research fees from Alcon Abbott and Bauschlam and other companies. And I would like to thank ASICO for this kind invitation. But today, I would like to share my experience with the Femto-Cataract laser cataract surgery. I so far perform about 6,000 surgeries, normal surgeries, a year. And in this 6,000, 1,000, I perform Femto. So since 2013, I perform about 3,200 cases and in focus with advanced technology IOLs. In my practice, I perform laser cataract surgery with catalyst and LensX systems. The use of laser is more precise, accurate, reproducible, have more stability, more safety, and of course, the aim goal, the visual recovery. Okay. Everybody's hearing well? Fine? Okay. Well, I would like to share my experience with Femto laser cataract surgery using these ASICO manufacturer instruments. My settings in my usual Femto-Cataract surgeries, I use the variant guidance, as you see the digital image with the Callisto eye, and usually use the 2.1, 2.2 millimeter incision. Biplanar incision, usually in the steep axis, and 4.8 millimeters of rhexis. As you see, this is a frag pattern, usually larger than rhexis. I use the manual toric marker, ASICO electronic marker, and the anatomic marker used in the variant system. So you see the images are very different. They're simultaneous images with the Callisto and the variant eye system. So I am a big believer in the pre-fractures technique. So I use the pre-fracture with the karate pre-chop technique with the combo 2 Akahoshi pre-chop. This is my traditional, usual surgery. The base concept of the frag pattern is because you have a more precise and more accurate fragmentation with the pre-chop. Oh, since I used the pre-chop, I wanted to show my non-Femto cataract. So my non-Femto cataract surgery, oh, you see its first impression is really easy. You can visualize the pre-chop, you can complete the fracture, you have a single incision, and you have less ultrasound energy. Less surgery time, less BSS usage, and less aspiration time. So the aim of endothelial loss and the easy learning technique is that's why I use the pre-chop on my Femto-Cataract cases. Okay, you usually have on the papers and scientific literature about 10 to 50% of less ultrasound energy. So for incision opening, I use 3 types of spatula. Okay. In this video, I will show the slate Femto spatula. That is a flat tip used to open the main and the side port incision. And you see it's a very easy and everybody uses as an initial experience of the Femto laser spatula. So this is the lane spatula, Femtosecond spatula. As you can see, it's a double-ended instrument for opening the primary and the secondary and the accurated incisions. It's a blunt on the end, a vertical and tangential component. And this is how I use to open the incision. I use the Akahoshi nucleus sustainer. It's a 1.5 millimeters tip length with a 0.5 small microball tip. It's the sustainer, and you can rotate the nucleus. You can do the phaco shop and use to open the main and the side port incision. You can see the incision gap, the first plan where you can see the Femto incision working out. So this is one of the papers I showed in ASCRS in 2015. We compared the Femto and the manual incision, and we saw the Femto had a better vector analysis and a reproducible architecture and a self-sealing incision. I'll tell about the lens removal with the Harmonix technology. The Harmonix technology, as you can see, the best combination is the Harmonix and the Centurion Active Fluidics technology. Okay? Usually this tip is for a bevel down surgeon, so you can have a complete contact with the nucleus surface, and you can get the core better, as Dr. Takashi recommends. You can have a complete occlusion of the ultrasound tip, and you can remove the nucleus more efficiently. One and a half and then another. So this is my study where I can show we had a learning curve. We have a group 1 with 246 LASIK surgeries and 2,500 on the group 2. As you can see, we had a learning curve even for self-sealing of the incision, but none of the cases needed corneal suture. Femto-Cataract presenting learning curve and all the comparison groups. The group 2 had a faster procedure, and with the new softwares and the vasoconstrictor agents, we had an improving of the redness after the surgery. And as you can see, it gets more faster. Comparing the pre-operative complication after cataract surgery between groups, one case required a mechanical pupillar dilatation, but incomplete fragmentation occurred in cataract due to high degree of sclerosis lenses. There was only one case with the decimate detachment, okay, that we required gas. So we see some publication about this, but as I said, we have a learning curve. We learn you will never have one case like this. In capsulotomy, we had 3 cases of posterior capsular rupture. 2 cases was consecutive and in the same day. So I include this data is included on our learning curve. One thing I recommend is the Takashi contraction technique using the Royale 3. Okay. So the hint here is to leave the optic bend over the optic, and the optic junction with a form of an elbow. You see a form of an elbow. So this first part will be introduced in incision. This Royale 3 is designed from Alcon C&D cartridge. Remember, C&D cartridge. And as you can see, the gold tip to increase the visualization when you push the cartridge, the lens in the cartridge. So the Royale 3 IOL injector is a speedy single hand injection with a single action. It's really fast, really soft. That's why I really recommend this device for injection the IOL. Other thing I use mostly is the Takashi mini curve INA tip. last year, I published in the JCRS, the journal, the Hurricane INA technique that I showed in the, I did this paper on Moro 9 Institute with the linear innovator, showing the Takashi mini curved INA tip, 22 gauge curve with a 0.7 tip is specially designed to allow this and reach any part of the capsular bag. Especially using a tangential aspiration one-step technique within a small incision. See, this tip is designed for a 1.8 millimeter incision. Okay, so if you perform this in a large incision, it still will help you a lot. Okay, and here we can see the Miyake view, the cortical aspiration technique. It's a one-step continuous circular aspiration maneuver. You can see this in the journal as well. The other thing is that this maneuver, you have to polish. I'm showing here a polish with the Miyake view. And the thing is, the Takashi mini curve INA tip, the 20 gauge one, has a sound blasted surface on the tip that helps and allows to polish. See? And another help that we have with this INA tip is because the curved tip has an S design shape that allow you to rotate the IOL, especially on toric IOLs. Well, I would like to thank you, ASICO, and I would like to invite everybody for our Brazilian Cataract and Refractive Symposium in Foz do Iguaçu next year. Thank you very much.